Hi guys, Gina from Scoubi Club, and this is a tutorial on the 2x1 Twisty lanyard seen here in fun Halloween colors and cute Halloween charms that are going out to our subscribers in September and October. For this project, you'll either need your kit or 2 strands of Scoubi that are about 36 inches each, as well as a longer strand that is 55 to 60 inches, and a lanyard hook is recommended. When you're choosing your shorter colors, in this example, the shorter colors were the yellow and the orange, and the longer was the white. So let's start with our sample here, which is green. So you want to wrap it around your finger at the center of the strand. Take the strand from behind and wrap it around your finger so you have 2 loops from the one strand. You should match up the ends to make sure that the loops are at about the middle of the strand. It does not have to be exact. Now you'll do the same thing with your second strand and make sure it's close to the middle. At your finger, take the tail from behind and wrap it around. Once you've done this, your 4 loops should look similar to what's seen here. Next, you'll take your longer strand of Scoubi and simply feed it under all 4 loops. And you want the center of the long strand to fall between loop number 2 and loop number 3 on your finger. Again, it does not have to be exact. It is important though that you do these steps in order. So now you want to take your left tail of the longer strand and go over the first loop, under the second, over the third loop, and under the fourth. And then you'll pull that so your strand looks similar to what's seen here and in the illustration. Next, we'll take the tail on the right, and it should be on the top of what we just wove through, and you'll go over the first loop, under the second, over the third, and under the fourth, and pull that through. And you want to keep your long strand organized so you kind of have this Z shape once you've done those steps. Now you'll take your finger out and give the short strands a pull and the long strands a pull, and you just want to gently pull until you see the checkerboard pattern begin to form. And it might take a few pulls, and that is totally okay. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you do want it to look something like this. From here, I would suggest putting on your lanyard hook at this stage so that you have something more to hold on to, but again, that is optional. Once you pull your strands tight, you should see something similar to this, and you're ready to do your first stitch. The first step is to take the long strand that's closest to you, flip it across the project and to the right. Next, you'll take the long strand that's away from you, flip it towards you, across the project, and to the bottom left-hand corner of that checkerboard. You can see I'm struggling a bit here. It is a lot to manage. Next, you'll take the bottom left strand, go over the first loop and under the second. And again, this is important that you're doing it in this order. Now take the next one that's on the right and go over the first, under the second. And I got a little twist there, so you want to make sure that everything looks flat. So now you go back to the left and go over the first loop and under the second. And then our last lavender strand, we will go over the first loop and under the second loop made by the longer strand of Scoubi at the beginning. So now we'll tighten this up until we see the checkerboard pattern. And we've made our first stitch. You'll notice a little that as you continue to make your stitches, that the checkerboard will look almost like a diamond pattern, and that is totally normal. It is a result of the twisting that is happening on the lanyard. So here we'll do 1 or 2 more stitches just so you can see. I made the first 2 loops with the purple, and now I'm doing the over under with the shorter strands. And again, it's important that you start on the left and that you're going over and under in that pattern. All right, and then we will tighten this up again. And then you'll continue doing this stitch over and over until your project is the length that you would like it to be, or until you begin to run out of the Scoubi. So here's one that I did, and I'm going to show you how to finish. So this is one option, which is to simply tie an overhand knot with all of the strands and then to trim your ends. This is a great option. It will hold, but what I'm about to show you is my preference. So to do this, what I call cleaner knot, you would start by making 1 final stitch, and I'm doing that here. Same way you have done all the other stitches. All right, and you want to tighten, but not as tight as you've done all of the other stitches. And now you're going to go around the loop of the same color and up into the middle of the project. All right, and then take the green and go around the one of the same color and into the center of the project. So you'll do that with every single strand until all of the strands are coming through the center of the project. And this is a nice way to finish a lanyard, and you can do it on basically any project that you'll make in terms of a lanyard type project. So here I am, and now all the strands are through, and I just start pulling on them one by one until a knot forms. And I like to look at it and see if there's any that appear to be looser than others and arrange them until I like how it looks. So I think that is an easy way to make a knot where it's coming out of the bottom. So from here, because it's Halloween time, I am going to borrow my charm from the other one I made, put it on here so you can see how that looks, and we're all done. Thank you for watching, and come connect with Scoubi Club.